Hi, this is Jenny Spinner, Chief Editor of Snack Food and Wholesale Bakery, and I am here to talk meat snacks with Michael
Yes, you are.
Schaefer.
Nice to meet
One of
you.
my favorite topics. Um, so thanks for giving me your time today, Mr. Michael Schaefer of Vermont Smoke and Cure. Um, Vermont Smoke and Cure is a brand that does a lot of innovative stuff in terms of flavors, the meats that they use, packaging configurations, but I'm going to let this gentleman do most of the talking. Well, first of all, could you tell me a little bit about Vermont Smoke and Cure, history of the company, products you offer? What makes you special from other people in
Yes,
the meat snack space?
absolutely. So, the roots of Vermont Smoke and Cure go back to 1962, where a French immigrant from Montreal came down and started a little smokehouse on the side of a gas station diner, and just started sourcing meats locally. Smoking them the old-fashioned way, the way he learned to do it back in Quebec. Uh, and then, kind of fast forward, 30, 40 years into probably about 2010, the company was refounded by Chris Bailey, and he was a U.S. cyclist. He was a vegetarian. He was a farmer. He was a lobbyist, you name it. But wanted to fuel his passion for being a U.S. cyclist with a high quality protein. And at that point, there was nothing on the marketplace. It was all
Hmm.
Slim Jims and Jack Links and all that. So found Vermont Smoke and Cure, purchased the company from the founder's family, and started to procure and sell meats locally in Vermont, to restaurants, and then to different retailers, and developed, at that time was called Vermont Smoking Cure Real Sticks, because it was all real ingredients, real
Hmm.
protein, nothing artificial, no mechanically separated chicken parts, um, and was having very good success with your standard dark, kind of black and red packaging that consumers were used to at that time. And then got some funding from VMG, which is a VC based out of San Francisco, and they invested significant capital in the organization to rebrand and to build our current facility in Hinesburg, Vermont.
Hmm.
It was in Barry, and it moved to Hinesburg, which is about 45 minutes away, where we exist today. Um, and right now, we sunsetted all the kind of fresh meats, the hams and the bacons, and sausages, and now we're just focused on premium, better for you meat sticks in your traditional 1 ounce size, which you could find nationwide in Whole Foods, Kroger, Target, and then we have pretty very innovative half-ounce mini stick, which is sold in a pouch,
Hmm.
which is great for on the go kids' lunch boxes, at your desk, feeding to your
Hmm.
cockapoo or whomever. Um, and that's a great snack on the go, protein on the go, an opportunity as we fuel our busy lifestyles, to fuel it with some really good protein. And then we have two other kind of auxiliary charcuterie items:
Hmm.
smoked pepperoni and summer sausage, which are great on, pepperoni on pizza, and then both of them on charcuterie boards. So it's a quick kind of history. Like I said earlier, sold nationwide, sold in your natural food stores, your conventional
Hmm.
food markets, your mass clubs, a couple of regions of Costco, a couple of regions of Walmart, um, Target, Safeway, Wegmans, Market Basket, you name it, Whole Foods.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. And it's an evolving, growing category. So you've got some competition. I was wondering if you
Yeah.
could tell, from your perspective, some of the recent trends in meat sticks and meat snacks and jerky and all that fun stuff, and how
Yes.
Vermont fits into that.
Yes. So definitely. So yeah, meat snacks and brands have definitely exploded. It seems like the U.S.
Hmm.
consumer is just craving a portable protein. and we've been able to capture a lot of those sales, a lot of the consumers, but is a very competitive landscape. But we
Hmm.
feel our point of difference is we taste better because we're made
Hmm.
better. We smoke for between 12 to 18 hours versus your liquid smoke or your products that have encapsulated lactic acid, which ferment in about I think 2 hours. So our
Hmm.
sticks smoke and ferment for a pretty long period of time, and we have consumer surveys, consumer taste panels that really rank us to the top versus the competition. From a taste perspective, which at the end of the day, if it doesn't taste good, it's not going to sell. So
Oh,
we
for
feel that
sure.
we can really trump and win with taste.
One of the things that, well, I mean, this is a trend that seems to be impacting all sorts of snack categories. Consumers are looking for, like you said, great taste, great flavor, but they're also looking for social responsibility and sustainability bona fides. How is that impacting meat snacks, and how is Vermont reacting to and putting stuff like that into practice?
Yeah, sure. So from a sustainability side, we source about 50% of our electricity from solar. We tap it off some local Vermont, solar farms doing it that way. And then from a protein and sourcing perspective, really always trying to find, the protein suppliers that meet our credentials,
Mhm.
for animal welfare, um, humane animal treatment, grass fed when available. So really looking at those premium, higher and higher level protein sources.
Um, So one of the reasons why we're talking here is I wanted to meet with Vermont at Natural Products Expo West recently, and
Yes,
I kept it's huge. It's a huge show, and
huge.
just hundreds and hundreds of booths. Some meat snack companies, and I kept circling to talk to the rep in the booth, and I couldn't get near it. There was always
Yeah.
somebody, and all it was like you'd think Taylor Swift was hawking your meat sticks in that booth because I couldn't get near it. So Vermont is popular and it's a growing company, and it's
Yes.
been fun to watch. I was wondering if you could tell us about some recent milestones. I know you've expanded into your Costco locations. What are some other that and other recent milestones you can tell us about?
Yeah, sure. So, we have a really robust business on Amazon, and that
Hmm.
continues to, as we do some different marketing techniques, that channel definitely continues to grow. Like you said earlier, we've expanded into Costco Northeast with our premium beef flavored item,
Hmm.
which tastes like a ribeye in a stick form, which is
Nice.
awesome. And then up next, we're expanding into probably about 1,100 Kroger outlets throughout the
Oh,
nation,
nice.
with three different pack sizes, two mini pouches, and then one large pouch. So the large pouch contains six 1 ounce sticks, where the mini pouches contain six half-ounce sticks.
Hmm.
And then what's outside of Kroger, Costco, we're expanding into about 400 locations of Walmart in the Northeast. And then we have some rack programs where we're putting um, specific Vermont Smoke Cure racks in
Hmm.
Giant Foods meat departments around Pennsylvania. Yep, Giant Foods based on Carlisle, PA. So they cover about
Oh, okay. Yeah.
150 stores there. But yeah, really excited. We had a great start to the year in Q1, and all these it's a couple. There's probably about 1,000 new points of distribution happening in the second quarter, which we're really excited about.
Um, yeah, like I said, it's been fun watching the growth, and I have to thank you for sending me the samples. This is
Oh,
it sounds like an aside, but it makes sense.
sure.
So I recently asked my runner friends because I'm a wannabe runner, training for the Chicago half, very
Okay,
slow.
awesome.
What are some of the snacks? that they like to carry with them or snack on before or after. And meat snacks
Mhm.
would make sense because protein, salt, get those electrolytes going on again. So I have some of these, the half ounce meat snacks, which is perfect. I could stick it in my pocket or my little running fanny pack. Yeah, my nerdy fanny pack. So, yeah, it's interesting that there's not too many people offering these tiny little compact pocket size meat snacks. Well done, Vermont, on coming
Thank
up
you.
with a snack that not a fan of the goos. I don't know if you're a
Yeah.
runner, but the things that are just like, yeah, not a
Yeah.
fan. This is much more palatable. So,
Not a runner, but I've had the goose, and it's an acquired taste and not one I like to acquire.
yeah, thanks for giving me an alternative. I'm sure you're working on all sorts of secret things that you can't tell me about, but are there any things in the works that you can talk about, whether it's new products or you had so much in the way of expansion that you talked about. Is there anything else you can preview?
Yeah, sure. So from an innovation side, in the past year, we've leaned in on turkey as a
Hmm.
protein. It's a lean protein. So it's high protein, low fat, and as beef gets more expensive,
Hmm.
looking at beef, it's almost like an affordable luxury right now.
Hmm.
Where turkey is more for the masses, and really leaning in on turkey and feel that we make a really damn good turkey stick, and it does rank as kind of number one in the Northeast. So we're trying to lean in on that protein, expanding with different flavors. And then we have some exciting collaborations with some other brands coming up in the next few months, which I can't divulge yet. Um, but there'll be definitely new news coming out soon with our brand collaborations with these larger scale brands that we can really feel that the consumer will want and need and purchase again.
Yeah, it's gosh, if you'd asked me 20 years ago what's exciting about meat sticks, and I would say nothing. But the range of proteins and flavors and configurations that Vermont has had, it's been fun to follow, fun to eat. Vanna White it
Yep,
again.
there you
This
go.
is I'm gonna ask you what your favorite product is, which might be like asking who's your favorite kid in your family, but you can skip that if it's too personal a question.
Not at all. So I've been in love with the turkey pepperoni 1 ounce
Hmm.
stick for years. The new premium beef 1 ounce stick is slowly gaining a lot of foothold in our household as
Hmm.
a number one stick. But we want to watch our beef intake, so I think turkey
Yeah.
is still the number one reigning champ for sure.
Yeah, it's I'm a ba bacon girl. I used to have a blog about bacon, so I'm a sucker for anything
Okay.
bacon. So these the bacon, uncured bacon and pork mini sticks because they've got that great bacon flavor. Um if I can fangirl for a second. I try not to like let my editorial opinions come out too much during these, but Vermont is a company that's doing fun stuff, tasty stuff,
Thank you.
and the next when you can divulge some of those partnerships
Yes,
that you're talking about, I'd love to hear about it. Um,
definitely will
but
for
until
sure.
then, Mr. Schaefer, thanks a ton for your time. It was great to talk
Dude,
to you.
thanks, Jenny.
And everybody, thank you for listening.